How to be a magnet for women. The vast majority of men, without a shadow of a doubt, will devote a sizable portion of their lives, at some point or another, to conceiving of or researching potential strategies for luring women to them. There is a field of research out there that is devoted to finding out the characteristics of men that most women desire in a partner and attempting to educate you on everything there is to know about women. If, as a result of your efforts, you have gained any insight into how women behave, then you can confidently refer to yourself as a psychologist at this minute. To put it simply, women admire men who can carry themselves independently. Men who have a strong sense of self-reliance and independence. Women want guys. Long-term studies carried out by psychologists in Britain and Japan led to the discovery that a man's physical appearance and sense of smell are not the only factors that influence his ability to seduce a woman. Specifically, it was stated that women who want to develop a long-term relationship, which, by the way, deep down, is what most of them are seeking, won't choose good-looking men because they are believed to be unreliable, more likely to be unfaithful, and only good for short-term relationships. In addition, it was revealed that women who want to establish a long-term relationship won't choose good-looking men because they are more likely to cheat. Up until quite recently, it was thought that women did not have prominent oestrus during the fertile period that occurs during ovulation. Recent studies have shown that when women are ovulating, they prefer to have sexual encounters with males who are physically fit and more masculine in appearance because these guys are more likely to give birth to robust and healthy children. In general, women find more appealing faces that are just slightly more masculine than average in terms of their overall appearance. During their reproductive days, which are marked by elevated estrogen levels and decreased progesterone levels, they have a preference for even more masculinized facial features. A strong willingness to reproduce in women during this phase is shown in an increased attraction for men with pronounced masculine features. Women have a higher willingness to reproduce during this era. The rest of the time, however, they have a preference for men who are less stereotypically macho and who are therefore regarded to be more suitable for long-term relationships. Therefore, if you are not the stereotypically masculine type of man, you have a good chance of attracting any lady 75% of the time. Fertile women, on the other hand, give off the impression that they are more desirable to males. For instance, the amount of money that lap dancers make in tips during their fertile days is much more than the amount that they make when they are not performing or when they are taking the pill. Lap dancing is a popular kind of entertainment in the United States. In contrast to what was believed in the past, this study has the potential to demonstrate that men are quite capable of recognizing the fertile days of women, which can also be interpreted in the context of reproduction. When a woman is in her reproductive phase, she has a more alluring appearance in photographs. They even demonstrate the greater activity of the zygomaticus muscle, which is one of the laughing muscles, during this time in response to erotic imagery. This muscle is located in the cheek. Because of this, you need to be conscious of the women who are staring at you frequently and make your choice from among them, rather than from among the women who appeal to you the most on a subliminal level. If you don't, you'll wind up choosing women who are ovulating and who will not choose you as their partner. Your score can be significantly improved if you make it a habit to date only women who find you attractive. You simply have to have faith that no matter where you go or what you look like, there will always be some women who are attracted to you. This is true regardless of the setting. Maintain a high level of self-assurance and think that you will discover the woman you are looking for in due time. After all, it is only a matter of time before you do. If you know what you're doing, attracting and seducing ladies isn't nearly as difficult as you would think. If you keep telling your unconscious mind that you are the type of person that women want like hell, you will find that you will be filled with confidence and sex appeal. This is because you will be telling yourself that you are the type of guy that women want like hell. Then, in your subconscious, you will believe that there is nothing on earth that can prevent women from being drawn to you, and that you are a chick magnet, and that there is nothing that can stop women from being attracted to you. According to the findings of psychologists, our minds are thought to play a big part in the process of being seduced. To get started, make it a habit to affirm to yourself at least thrice a day that you have the ability and self-assurance to attract any lady you want. Convince yourself that you have a tremendous sexual attraction and that your level of self-assurance is at an all-time high. Do not allow yourself to feel foolish for doing this, and above all, do not skip this stage. These kinds of affirmations are effective. As soon as you start to believe that you already are a chick magnet, other women will start to believe it as well, and before you know it, they won't be able to keep their hands off of you. It's not hard at all. You are probably unaware of the fact that a specific section of our brain that is unconscious to us forms our beliefs about ourselves according to the ideas we have about ourselves. These convictions are independent of the events that take place in our lives. Instead, they are contingent on how we interpret the events that take place in our lives, as well as how we respond to and make sense of the challenges presented by those events. You can transform yourself into a cheerful and carefree individual by adopting a more optimistic outlook, focusing exclusively on the positive aspects of the situations and occurrences that occur in your life, and taking responsibility for your life by refusing to hold other people responsible for the negative things that occur in your life. Assume for a moment that you misplace your phone while you were out strolling along the street. You could find yourself getting quite furious and cursing at your bad luck as a result of what has just taken place. You might also curse the friend who made you walk up that street to meet him at the bar if you don't want to. You could even start blaming and hating yourself for being thoughtless or for being the type of person to whom things like this constantly seem to happen. But the self-assured individual might respond by saying, "It's a bummer that I misplaced my phone, without a doubt. It's cool. Asterisk just happens. I suppose this is the right moment to get that brand new model I've always wanted." Or you may say something like, "Perhaps this is another way that life tells me that I need to cut back on junk food because that is what I am supposed to do to afford the cost of a new phone." That exemplifies the kind of man that every woman swoons over. Therefore, if you want to be that kind of guy, you have to modify the way you think to achieve that goal, because self-assurance plays a significant part in the entire process of seduction. Of course, it is not easy to achieve success and happiness, but bear in mind that both of them are relative. Happiness is a feeling that we all have from time to time. We can be happy as long as we are looking for happy things in almost any situation. Although you can define your success, to some extent, by setting your own goals and meeting them, nonetheless success can be defined by various other factors that come into play. However, if you apply certain behaviors in your life, you'll be considered a successful one and thus a true chick magnet. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.